Hey there guys, Mooky here, and I'm back with another part of What If Izuku Was Trained by All the Shonen Jump protagonists. This is part 14, and the last part, the third event of the UA Sports Festival, being the tournament arc, began with Izuku defeating Kirishima and Shoto defeating Sero just as canon. Kaminari losing to Shirazu as well. Not only that, Hatsume still using Ida as a giant commercial advertisement for support items. And also Mina defeating Aoyama as usual, with another match being different, being Momo versus Ochako, with Momo taking the win. Next match was Tetsu versus Shinso, with Shinso brainwashing Tetsu. And Bakugo facing against Tokoyami, with that, Bakugo winning the match as well. With the last match of the last part being Izuku versus Shoto, with Izuku taking the win as well. With that said, let's get into this, shall we guys? As Izuku is basically heading back to the other side, he couldn't help but go to his knees as he was almost close to his entrance, with soon everybody else noticed this. Before, tons of blocky particles began coming out of his body entirely, as everybody noticed this, with Izuku saying, "Well, damn, I didn't expect that. Looks like Todoroki's blast really did deal a number on my Tryon body." As he stands back up, however, his Tryon body still continues losing a lot of power. Is soon after he brings out his trigger saying trigger off, with then the particles began his Tryon particles began to fade, and he goes back to his normal body, with soon Izuku just walking. As everybody saw this saying, "Whoa, did Midoriya just collapse for a little bit before going back to normal?" With another hero saying, "Well, most likely. I think he might have took a lot of damage from Todoroki, but then he might have healed himself somehow." With thinking, so a nobody kid like that was able to defeat the son of the number 2 hero just so easily? That's seriously insane. Outside of the arena, Mount Lady, being Yu, who kind of was surprised seeing the match too, as she did not expect Izuku, that the guy that she likes and cares deeply about, was able to defeat the son of the number 2 hero that easily, as she needed to understand on what kind of power, what kind of quirk does he really have, with soon telling Kamui Woods and Dead Arms that she needs to go somewhere for the time being, and that she'll be right back. Where soon Kamui Woods saying, "Okay, there has to be something with her and that kid." With Dead Arms saying, "Definitely, but it's none of our business after all." As the arena was getting prepared by cement toss, everybody had a small intermission, with Izuku heading to the infirmary to check on Shoto. As he soon opened the door, he sees Recovery Girl saying, "Midoriya, are you here?" "Yeah, I'm here to see how Todoroki's doing." So, as saying, he took one heavy blast. I think he'll be out for at least the next 20 more minutes or so. By then, the second matches would already be done by now. As Izuku's saying, "I should have held back a little bit. But I was still not using my full strength, if that's what helps." As saying, "I understand, but still, what you did was quite interesting and quite amazing. I have to say, you really are something else, Midoriya." As Izuku couldn't help but get a little bit embarrassed with the praise he had from Recovery Girl, as he soon got up and saying, "I'm gonna head back to the stands. Can you please keep me updated when Todoroki wakes up, Recovery Girl?" Saying, "Of course, I will." As Izuku soon exits out of the, infirmary, he soon sees, Ochako, Ida, Momo, and also Bakugo, alongside Tsuyu and Mineta as well, with saying, oh, hey guys, did you come to see how Todoroki was doing too? With some of them saying yes, but Bakugo saying, I came to see how the hell that you were doing. You just collapsed out of nowhere when you were about to leave. Did Icy Hot really put you through your paces that one time? It's saying, well, yeah, he kind of did, not gonna lie. With, he's saying, what? I mean, I was using almost half my full strength. If I was going all out, there was no chance Todoroki was ever going to beat me. Just letting you guys know. As after hearing this, they couldn't help but feel a little bit nervous if one of them has, especially Ida, if he actually wins his match, he has to go against Izuku. And that's only with only 50% of his full strength. With Soon saying, don't worry about it, guys. I'll make sure to make it easier for you guys to show off your skills for other pros. Promise. As Izuku said this, I'm going to head back to the stands. Catch you guys later. If you want to check on Todoroki, you can, but he is knocked out for the time being. Just letting you guys know. But soon, Izuku getting past his friends and heading back to the stands. With Izuku soon heading back, he soon was tackled by somebody. Is it being, Nejire? And saying, well done, Izuku. You were so awesome. Saying, Nejire-senpai. God, why can't I not sense this girl's energy? She always does this. As he says this and turns around, seeing the periwinkle blue-haired girl as usual, saying, I didn't think that you would be Todoroki. I mean, I knew you were strong, but this strong? You're so cool. As Izuku saying, well, thanks. I appreciate that, Nejire-senpai. But Todoroki was just as strong, and I'm actually proud to face against such a strong opponent. With saying, I know, and I want to congratulate you for beating him. As she was coming closer and closer to his face, Izuku began getting a lot nervous. With soon, he begins feeling that of a murderous bloodlust all around him. As he channels his Nichiri Katana and looks around, he soon sees somebody that he didn't think he would run in for the time being. And that being, you, of course. As he did say, oh, Miss Yu, hi. As she's saying, Izuku, I didn't know that you had a girl here at UA that liked you. I thought I was the only one for you. As Izuku saying, shit, I am so dead. As he begins thinking, wait, I can't die. Before he started thinking, wait, there are fates worse than death. My master told me this. As saying, Miss Yu, I want you to meet my senpai. This is Nejire Hato. She's part of the big three. And if you wanted to talk in private, let's go. See you, senpai. As he soon takes, you and goes somewhere else in the stadium. With Nejire actually pretty confused, saying, that's Mount Lady. Does Izuku have a connection with her? As soon, Izuku saying, I thought you were still on patrols, you. What the hell? It's saying, I wanted to know, how were you able to defeat Shoto Todoroki so easily? I knew you were strong, but strong enough to defeat the number 2 hero? What the actual hell? It's saying, okay, I get it. You're curious, and to be honest, it's saying, I have seen some crazy stuff that you have done. The first time I saw you when you saved your classmate. The second time I met you, you basically risked your life to save a dying puppy dog. And not only that, I even found out that you fought against actual villains, and yet you still survived with little combat experience. How? With soon Izuku saying, okay, I get it. You're really wanting to know. How about this? I'll tell you everything, but it has to be after the sports festival. Because personally, I don't need to tell you right now. With you getting more pissed, saying, are you serious? Saying, just please bear with this for me, as Yu looks into Izuku's eyes, saying, fine, I can't be too mad at you. With Izuku saying, oh, thank God. Look, looks like the matches are starting to begin, and I think you should go back on your patrols for the time being. Tonight, I make it up to you when I win. As soon Izuku disappears, with Yu soon saying, I really hate when he does that. But at least I have him all to myself tonight. With the next matches being Ida versus Shirazu, as just like in canon, that match goes to Ida. Next match is a little bit different, being Mina versus, Momo. As for this match, it was kind of difficult to say, however, I believe that Momo would beat Mina due to her skills of strategy, and also being able to probably create something that can resist, Mina's acid. But mostly through trial and error by ditching most of her weapons before finding the perfect weaponry that can defend from her acid. With soon getting a ring out against Mina. Next match is, Shinso versus Bakugo. And so this match, Bakugo would most likely still be controlled by Shinso. As Shinso would still get pissed about how Bakugo has such a perfect quirk that somebody like him would never be able to live up to people's expectations because of his quirk and everything. However, due to One For All, most likely Bakugo would see the past users of One For All and would get him out of there, with soon breaking one of his fingers. Soon after, he would propel himself forward and then blast Shinso out of the ring as hard as he can using his explosions. With that, Shinso would still be pretty pissed that he lost, with soon Bakugo going up to Shinso saying, you damn idiot, it isn't your quirk that makes you who you are, it's your damn personality. Somebody taught me that. If you still think that it's because you're a quirk that you didn't make it into the hero course class, you got another thing coming. Just letting you know, idiot. And after that, Bakugo heads back to his side of the arena, with then everybody cheering for the rising star of the general studies course class, just as usual. The next match being Ida versus Izuku. With this match, Izuku and Ida will be giving it their all in this match, with Izuku plans on using his Cosmo instead of anything else, wanting to show off his speed and strength of the Pegasus fighting style. With soon Ida saying, I look forward to this fight, Midoriya. With Izuku saying, same here, Ida. With Midnight giving them the go, as Ida didn't waste any time and decided to use his reciprocal burst, trying to basically kick Izuku out of the ring as fast as he can. However, Izuku was able to see this coming, as Ida was fast, but using the 7 sense and burning his Cosmo to his limits, he was able to see this coming with not even trying whatsoever. With that, Izuku was able to block Ida's reciprocal burst attack, and then punch Ida square in the face. And soon, Ida's saying, damn, with that kick, I think I'm out of this. My engines are shot. I need to cool down. With Izuku saying, damn it, Ida, I thought for sure that you would say that for last. I was really hoping that I could actually keep this match going to help you out, buddy. With Ida saying, wait, you were trying to help me? Well, duh. I mean, come on. You're part of the Ida family, the Ingenium. You really expect me to actually just win this fight like here and now? Come on, dude. And saying, well, maybe I can at least try and help you get your engines back in place. As he tries his best knowing that he doesn't really have anything good enough that can cool his engines down, he decides to use his wind style vacuum barrage, but as a lesser power, to basically try to cool his engines. It wasn't enough, but it was still well helpful in some way, with Ida getting a hold of his mutant type quirk once more, with Ida saying, "I thank you, Midoriya," saying, "Don't mention it. Now, come at me." With soon Ida rushing at Izuku at full speed, but not using his reciprocal burst this time, as Izuku was able to block the kick and then block it again, with soon planned on using his own kick as well. Then after that, basically parries it with a flurry of punches and kicks, with soon Ida having a hard time trying to keep up, but then feeling like his engines are completely cool now, decides to do one last reciprocal burst, with soon Izuku being able to guard from it for the time being, but realized that it was way too close, was sent a little bit flying, with soon President Mike saying, "Oh, it looks like Midoriya is on the ground. Does this mean it's over for his winning streak?" With Izuku getting back up, saying, "Not a chance in hell." With Ida running as fast as he can, realizing that his engines haven't begun to stall just yet, he tries one last kick, reciprocal burst kick, before Izuku basically finishes off, as he begins getting in his pace, his stance, and began putting in motion of the Pegasus constellation, as Ida's saying, "Wait, it's Midoriya. It looks like Midoriya is moving so slow, but yet I am too. What's going on?" As saying, "This is it. Pegasus, Meteor, Punch!" As soon Izuku just brings his arm forward. With after that, a furious flurry of punches begins sent flying at Ida at full speed, as he soon sent flying out, with half of his, gym uniform now ripped from the punches and blows, with soon Ida being unable to even move his body an inch, with Izuku taking a deep breath and saying, "Ida's unable to continue this, Midnight. I think it's best to call the match." With soon Midnight saying, "Ida, can you move one bit?" Saying, "No, I'm completely out of it." With soon Midnight saying, "Ida is unable to continue. The winner is Izuku Midoriya." With that, everybody still cheers for the green-haired team, with Ochako and Momo also cheering for him as well, as they look at each other and get a little bit embarrassed, but then couldn't help but smile as well at Izuku, with Bakugo saying, "Just one more win. All I need is one more win to face against Deku once more. And this time, I have one for all in my grasp." As Bakugo couldn't help but smile this time, with soon the next match being between Momo versus Bakugo. With this match, Bakugo would win and still go to the finals after all, as he would be relentless and completely bombard Momo with tons of barrages of explosions going everywhere, with soon him actually making her have a ring out. With that, Momo would actually feel down about the match, that she didn't even get a single chance to strike back at Bakugo. With soon Izuku waiting for her at her side, is saying, "Midoriya, don't feel too bad about yourself, Yaoyorozu. You gave it your all, and hell, you made it to the semifinals. Don't let it get to you." For saying, "But it's still, Bakugachan is really strong, and I mean really strong. There was no way that you were going to be able to get an upper hand on him. But at least be proud of yourself that you made it this far. Because you still have so much potential, so much strength to look forward to. At that, Momo couldn't help but feel embarrassed and couldn't help but cry a little bit, saying, "Thank you, Midoriya. I think I needed that." With soon her basically running up to Izuku and hugging him, with Izuku saying, "Anytime, Yaoyorozu." With Izuku saying, "Shit, please don't make this a thing. I can already tell that Ochako already likes me, but I didn't think that Yaoyorozu liked me. What the hell am I gonna do? First Miss Yu, then Nejire Senpai, then Ochako, and I already know Ochako likes me. Now Yaoyorozu? What the hell am I gonna do?" With Sun saying, "Okay, thanks. I think I need to prepare for my match. I'll see you around, Momo." With him leaving as she's saying, "Wait, did he just call me by my first name?" With her actually blushing even harder now. With soon Izuku saying, "What the hell am I gonna do? I can probably use Reishi or possibly even use Rei to actually increase my spiritual power against Kachan. But I also want to use a little bit of my chakra. I mean, I'm still running on I still got plenty since I didn't really use a lot during the cavalry battle. But I could use total concentration breathing. There's that as well." As Izuku continues thinking on what she should use, before he begins thinking, "I got it." With soon, he tries heading as soon as possible to the locker rooms, where he goes through his locker room and sees his ring, his glove that he got from Suna, part of the Mongolio family, as he puts it on his right hand, saying, "I'll show you, Kachan, the will, my dying will." With soon flames begin to erupt. And he doesn't just bring out his glove, but also his ring and his box weapon as well, as he never thought about using them. But he's going against a one-for-all empowered Katsuki Bakugo. He needs to go all out, even if he is just using one aspect of his powers. With time now going by, President Mike soon screams out, "It's time, what you all been waiting for. The final match of the UA Sports Festival. We're going to be going against the two most prodigies of Class 1A. We thought many people believed Todoroki would be making it this far. But let's just say the green-haired team of UA, of Class 1A, has basically proved time and time again he can overcome everything with the immense powers he has. And whatever his quirk truly is, let's just say it's truly something else." With soon, as I was saying, "You're doing well, Mike, but to be honest, try not to amp him up too much. There are still many people here at the Hero Safety Commission wanting to know more about Midoriya after all, and we promised him that we would protect him so they don't know about his quirk." With soon Izuku and Bakugo entering the ring, with President Mike introducing both of them. As soon Izuku saying, "You ready, Kachan? Because I'm ready as well." With soon Bakugo saying, "I've been ready for this, Deku. Just so you know, I'm not the same person I was in our first training exercise." Saying, "Oh, I know. I can tell. You really gotten stronger. And like I said before, come at me with the intent to kill. Don't just be threatened to kill me. Literally try to come and kill me." Was saying, "I'm already on that, Deku." With soon, President Mike tells them to begin, with Bakugo channeling One for All throughout his body, saying, "One for All, full surge!" with orange lightning crackling all around Bakugo as he rushes as fast at Izuku, with Izuku soon bringing out his ring and his box weapon, saying, "Open, dying will," as a flame begins coming out of the box and then engulfing around his left arm, with soon him rushing at Bakugo as well, as it almost looks like he's copying Bakugo like how he does with his explosions to propel himself forward, with Bakugo noticing this, saying, "What the hell? Are you copying me, Deku?" With soon the two clashing in the middle, causing a small shockwave to emerge from their clash, saying, "Nah, this is something that my master used to do, my best friend Suna. And let's just say, you and him are far from the same. He's a lot more of a crybaby in some way, like I used to be. But there is one thing that he does have over you, Kachan. He's one hell of a leader, that's for sure." Saying, "Are you trying to insult me?" As soon they soon break apart, with Izuku channeling his dying will flame through his glove as he shoots out a fiery blast right at Bakugo, but Bakugo dodges it at the right time. But soon Izuku was already going close to Bakugo, as somewhat like a flame-like gauntlet begins covering his left arm, and then Izuku punches Bakugo square in the face, sending him flying in the air. However, Bakugo changes his trajectory and catches himself in the air using his explosions and One For All as well, as he lands back on the ground, with not being a messy landing, of course, but still. With soon Izuku saying, "You really have gotten stronger. If you didn't have One For All, you would have been out of the ring with just one punch." Saying, "Shut up. I still got a chance in this match. After all, you're still only using 50% of your full strength, right?" "Yeah, I am. So, how about we end this now?" As soon he channels his flames through his glove once more, as a powerful fire blast in the shape of a spear begins to form, as he soon screams out, "Zen Cannon!" as a giant flame blast begins coming out, with Bakugo channeling One For All through his body as well, and soon channeling through his explosions, as he screams, "Die!" with the explosion colliding with the blast, creating somewhat of a small explosion going up, with Izuku trying to brace himself from the wave, even Bakugo as well and everyone else, with Izuku seeing the perfect chance, goes straight at Bakugo and tries to punch him. However, Bakugo thought the same thing, with the two basically punching each other and in the face, as both of them were sent somewhat a little bit flying onto the ground, landing on their backs, with Izuku saying, "Okay, ow, that hurt quite a bit." Saying, "How you like that, Deku? But seriously, you still, even without that strength, you still punch pretty damn hard." Saying, "Physical training, like I said, I had to constantly train, Kachan. If I don't, my powers could kill me." As saying, "I know. That's why I don't plan on losing here. I'm going to beat you. Just you wait. I will, but I know this ain't gonna stop you for your dream. Ain't that right?" As Izuku smiles, saying, "Yeah, even if I do lose the sports festival, I'm still going to continue my dream. To become the world's greatest hero. To become the world's #1 hero. And no one, and I mean no one, is going to stop me!" As soon flames begin to erupt all around Izuku, with everyone feeling this intensity, as they don't feel like normal flames. They almost feel like pure will intent. As soon, Izuku's appearance begins somewhat to change, as his hands are still burning with flames. However, there's somewhat of that of a crown in front of Izuku's head. And then his eyes went from green to a pure orange, saying hyper dying wheel mode, dying wheel sky flame. As soon, Bakugo couldn't help but smile, saying, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Don't hold anything back, Deku! As soon, Bakugo began channeling at least 15% of One For All full surge all through his body, as lightning began crackling everywhere, and his explosions began becoming more and more furious, as almost everybody in the arena can hear the small ones, with soon the two rushing at each other once more. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And sorry, but not sorry about the cliffhanger. Just letting you guys know anyway. Also, like, comment, and subscribe. And I would love to read the comments as well. Check out my Discord and my gaming channel. Links will be in the description below. With all that said, this is Mooky, signing out. Later, and wait again next month.